still get paid for the super. Yeah.
Good evening. It's Thursday, May 24th, about 5:40 p.m. This is the regular meeting of the San Francisco Human Rights Commission. My name is Michael Sweet. I'm the Commission Chair. I'll call this meeting to order and ask the Commission Secretary to please read the roll.
Commission Chair Michael Sweet.
Present.
Vice Chair Dennis Jan. Lisa Becker.
Here.
Commissioner Nasli Mohajer. Here. Commissioner Blake Lee. Not present at the moment. Commissioner Todd Davis. Not present at the moment. Commissioner Michael Pappas.
Here.
Commissioner Richard Pierota.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Thank you, Madam Secretary. First item on the agenda is the opportunity for public comment on items not on the agenda. I'm starting to receive public comment cards now. These are these yellow cards on the table. And I'm receiving them for specific items on the agenda. If you're here to speak on something that's already on the agenda, we'll do that later. This is an opportunity for someone to speak on something that isn't on the agenda, but that does fall within the purview of the Human Rights Commission. So if there's anyone present who wants to speak on something not on the agenda, now is the time. Please come up to the podium, present a yellow speaker's card to the Commission Secretary, and you can make your public comment. All right, I see no one to comment on general public comment, so we'll move on to the next. Is this general public comment? Okay.
Things that don't appear on the agenda?
Randall Evans.
Correct.
Thank you.
My name is Randall Evans, and I'm a longtime native, born and raised here in San Francisco. I'm speaking for the out-migration process. I'm watching it, and I've seen it take place over years. You guys have, not particularly you all per se, but ever since 1970, they have put in recommendations and ways of making our migration be not so bad. What my concern and complaint is that time and time again, people put together committees to talk about how we can do better. But I never see a direct line toward that particular committee and that acting mayor. So what I'm saying is that I recognize now that there is a process that's in play that allows us to put together another group of people to consider some more recommendations, to go back over the same thing that we've been doing year after year. But without a direct connect line to the mayor to make sure that we get some progress out of it, we're nowhere, you know? And I'm hoping that you all take that into deep consideration. I don't see that. I hear people saying that we're trying to pull together and talk about it, and yet still, we're still leaving this place, you know, like it's nobody's business, you know, and that's a crying shame. Most importantly, you all look at the bigger picture, and if you look at it that way, it's the people at the bottom, in the grassroots, that are out here living it and are leaving, and have a lot of more input, and can be more instrumental in part of this process if you were to allow it. I have a great deal of respect for Sister Davis, Commissioner Davis. I think she's doing a tremendous job of trying to get the process in the process. But I don't like the way we go to these meetings and everybody's still at ground root number one, because where is the mayor in all this? You know, and if you all have a connection to that, then that's where support should start. And I just want to make sure that that's a clear concern that I'm voicing. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Evans. I have a card for Ace. This is on general public comment, Ace?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Ace.
Thank you. My name is Ace Washington, and first of all, I'm here speaking on an item that's not on the agenda, but connected to basically what the Human Rights Commission was assigned to do in recently. As an authority of the out-migration, because I call myself an authority, I should even be the czar, but that's okay. But what I'm here to even piggyback on what Mr. Randall Evans said, because he was back there, he's the president of the Unfinished Agenda, which started this so-called study on studies on studies. So ladies and gentlemen, I'm really sick and tired of you folks in the city and county doing studies on the African American community. We ought to do a study on y'all doing a study on us. And it will show that your study on us has not come through. So I'm appalled. Now, I'm not here to put a damper on what this whole arena is all about, but I'm here definitely to regulate and to let you know and to let the mayor, because the last mayor didn't care. He put it together, he tiptoed and went on up to Sacramento. And I heard he got a TV show. So the thing about it is, San Francisco, and I'm going to make this statement, and I hope it go viral all over the United States, is the most racist city in the United States. Why do you say that, Ace? Well, because all of these studies and the urban renewal started right here. And the redevelopment is gone. But us black folks that they plan, not y'all what they plan to get rid of, we're still here. God knows we're at very few numbers, but we're still here. And fortunate enough, it's under our watch. I'm 58 years old, and most of the people that you're celebrating today, giving spirit, are of age over 70. And we're going to congratulate them. And hopefully that they be in a place where they can help us, help the younger generation under me. So one thing is clear, I want y'all to know that Ace is on this damn case and I ain't going nowhere. I don't care who be the czar. I'm going to be in that car, okay? And I'm going to be making it public to the world what y'all supposed to do. Now, Ed Lee, he knows me. We worked together when he was with the HRC. And it's no mystery. If you ask Mayor Ed Lee, you know what he'll say? Ace is just working on a conspiracy. But one thing is for sure, that conspiracy is going to be revealed. We, as African Americans, are not wanted in this city. They didn't expect us to be here. This is the rich, I mean, you got the American Cup, the rich people. I got 14 seconds, I'm watching it. I'm going to tell the story, not only here, but viral. I got it all on video. I got it all on tapes, interviews. So Mama Jackson, I want to thank you for doing all the work you did. Congratulations.
Thank you, Mr. Washington. Are there other parts? Mr. DaCosta, you want to speak on public comment on items not on the agenda? Okay, Mr. DaCosta.
Take my books from there.
The commissioners, some of us advocates, we know the process, you know, what's on the agenda, what's not on the agenda. But you know, if you keep reminding us that, that's fine too. But I'm here also to state to you all very clearly that the unfinished agenda has to be revisited. And from the unfinished agenda came the out-migration. Out-migration as if like some birds fly from one place to the other. Now, maybe you all know about this, or maybe you all do not know. The HRC was first formed in the Bayview. So you have to revisit that situation and find out why did the community form the Human Rights Committee in the Bayview. And now that you have the Human Rights Commission, you have to revisit the old agendas, just like you ask us or your state to us, do you really know what you're doing here? Yes, I know what I'm doing here, so does Ace and so does the other gentlemen, because they're advocates. City Hall is our second home.
That's right.
So, you all have to go to the old agendas, the old minutes, and find out if due diligence is done. Now, some of you don't like what I'm saying, and that's good. You know why? I like when people show some disrespect. That way I can address it in my blog with your name, so that the whole world knows who does due diligence and who doesn't. If you are humble, if you are intelligent, you'll serve the community. That's all I got to say. Thank you very much.